Are you black? And are you in America? Do you think Abraham Lincoln gave a fuck about you? Well, he didn't. He has had numerous quotes stating that he could care less about the enslaved, including that if he could get the Confederacy to join the Union without freeing slaves, he would. And in fact, that's what he'd prefer. He has also made comments stating that the superior race is white people and the inferior race is black people. When it came to the conversation of whether or not black people and white people should be able to even convene and be in the same place together, he said that no, they shouldn't. Those, along with a couple, more than a couple other speeches, that was a letter to Horace Greeley, and then the other one was, I think, his cornerstone speech. It was obvious that he was not for black people, and him signing the Emancipation Proclamation was literally just a money move. The South had the agriculture, they had the enslaved people, and they had the land to produce a lot of money. So the South it actually was richer than the North. And of course, Abraham Lincoln, being from the North, representing the North, they wanted a little bit of that money. And what better way than to cripple them by freeing their enslaved people? But before he even signed the Emancipation Proclamation, he offered the Confederacy 3 different times to not give up their slaves. And even one time, he offered money. And they did get paid when these enslaved people were emancipated. Not to mention that famous loophole saying that slavery is illegal unless you're committed of a crime was put in there intentionally to be used by the South. Why do you think we had a wave of black codes, a wave of mass incarceration, a large wave of peonage? And if you don't know what peonage is, basically imagine you get convicted of a crime and you have to pay a $50,000 fine that you can't pay. Now you have to work for somebody under the same slave terms and conditions just to make 5 pennies to pay off this $50,000 fine. And now you're just indebted to this person forever. And not just you, your offspring and your offspring's offspring. So, I'm going to ask you again. Do you think Abraham Lincoln gave a fuck about you? If you're new here, I teach Black history. Also, donate to my nonprofit. I'm keeping Black history in schools.